Good morning, afternoon, and night trainers. It's me, Hazel, and welcome to another video where today, well, we're all pretty excited for Pokemon Winds and Waves, right? I know I am, though it may take me a while to play it considering the price tag. Maybe one day if I get lucky enough to sustain the channel's content through the channel, but that's currently a ways away. Thank you so much for watching, and anyway, let's get into the whole meat and potatoes of the thing. 50 things that I need for Winds and Waves. Agree or disagree? 50 things starting now. Number 1. Pom Bomb better not stand on two legs or I swear to Arceus I'm gonna... It would be pretty cool if Gecko had turned into a sailfin lizard. Check out my prediction on the final evos if you want to see my interpretation. 3. Sprout would be a perfect as a bird of paradise, either the plant one or the actual one, or, you know, a giant windmill. 4. You know how in the trailer there's a sketchbook? It would be super cool if we could catalog Pokemon this way, like in Legends Arceus. 5. Judging by the trailer, it would be awesome if we all had our own vacation homes. Think like secret bases in Ruby and Sapphire, but actually dedicated homes. 6. I want to see these two come back and be tour guides. 7. Considering the amount of water, I want scary Leviathan Pokemon. 8. In fact, give us an elaborately beautiful underwater route or scenery. 9. I hate the ocean, but diving mechanics should be more robust than an ORAS. 10. On the flip side, I don't see a lot of wind-related stuff. ORAS also kind of tackled this with mid-air battles. I want them to bring those back, but only with Pokemon that can reasonably do so. 11. Piggybacking off the last point, having different biomes, it would be cool if different Pokemon could be stronger in their preferred biome. So fire Pokemon under literal water wouldn't make much sense, nor would a Diglett in air. 12. To heck with it, let's bring back Mirage Islands. JK, that would be too similar to Hoenn, but maybe we could get islands that surface throughout the game due to volcanic activity. 13. Hear me out. Go off the rails and give us floating islands, maybe tied to the story or something. If this is the case, a Pokemon based on a Lafwing from Legend of Zelda would be rad. 14. This has nothing to do with anything, but could you imagine a new Pokemon tied to only amiibos? Like a Ganondorf one could give you an Oinkologne with special stats or something. 15. Exploration should be tied to something other than a locked Pokemon ability. I appreciate other games that let you go anywhere with enough time. Let me run into a horrifically over-leveled area. 16. Maybe have Pokemon scale level-wise. Some areas should be static, but not all. 17. Finally add a difficulty setting. Game Freak. 18. Add more places to explore, more ruins or ancient areas or anything. No empty worlds, please. 19. The return of outdoor Pokemarts and Pokemon centers is not a plus for me. I hope they have more traditional ones as well. 20. Allow for cities to be bustling, please, or have NPCs walk around more. 21. Interiors need to be available to me. No long laundry list menus instead of a nice cafe interior or clothes store. 22. Have a unique gimmick or simply bring back the multiple other ones. Day-night cycle is pretty stable at this point, but also seasons would be nice, or maybe time passing like in Diamond and Pearl, or honestly anything that allows for the game to feel more alive. 23. New animations for the battling Pokemon would be lovely. 24. Similar to the Legends games, having unique idle animations outside of battle or routines would be great too. 25. Have a new type of contest or sports-like game for Pokemon to partake in. I'm all in for the extra content like beauty contests and even super training. 26. I'm curious as to whether making food is staple now, considering we have curry and sandwiches. Maybe this time we could go for rice or noodle dishes, or even a diverse range of recipes altogether. 27. If this is the case, mango sticky rice is a must-have. 28. Perhaps we can make drinks instead. Maybe have a different approach. 29. Reduce the rates for shiny Pokemon again, please. What once was novel is now, sadly, common and stale. 30. Better yet, create new variants of Pokemon. Now that we have sizes, perhaps go for slightly different color palettes that have a nice range before being considered shiny. 31. Even better, allow for some pattern variation or unique stat spread based on location or something. Increase the robustness of breeding for fun, since Pokemon Champions kinda takes away the competitive side in a chokehold. 32. Give the player an opportunity to have a job along with the main story. Working as a delivery person or teacher at the Pokemart or something could be a unique chance for a minigame. 33. Another unique thing could be a festival or two. A carnival, maybe, but that would require an in-game clock, again, that functions. 34. I want windmills to be a big part of the game, since we see them a few times. 35. Can you tell that I want Pokemon Winds, but I'm worried about the fact that there's little airtime? Let's hope they bring in a whole new slew of flying-type Pokemon. 36. I want the gyms to be bigger and more complex than before, or better yet, 37, a new stable typing. I know this was a shot in the dark, but wouldn't it be cool to have a tech or sound type Pokemon? Like, man-made Pokemon would be awesome with a tech typing. 38. Speaking of new types, what about an Eevee or two? Especially for Winds and Waves, a flying type Eevee would be so cool. What if it's the legendary? Probably not. or an ancient form of Eevee, like a mythical or something. 39, hot take, I wouldn't mind less new Pokemon if they made a complete overhaul in the art direction with the colors and animations of older Pokemon. 40, make the legendary Pokemon feel legendary. Don't give it to us in the beginning. 41, having a bustling night market scene or traveling merchant with rare goods would be so cool. 42, referencing Sunland would be super cool. This landmass in Southeast Asia was much more exposed during the Ice Age, but when water levels rose, it was condemned to be underneath the sea. Having an Atlantis-type thing could be awesome. 43, including mythology would be amazing, particularly within Pokemon designs or the inspiration of the local lore. One such Vietnamese myth, Lac Le Mun and Aku, describes the son of a mountain god and a water dragon, as well as the daughter of a king and a fairy who fell in love and had 100 children. Another fairy dragon-type Pokemon would be very cool, or even having multiple forms or biome types, taking inspiration for the 100 kids thing. 44. The Serigumum dragon from Malaysia, kind of like the Loch Ness Monster, would be pretty cool too. I could see it as a regional variant of Lapras as well. 45. Raids returning would be super awesome. I bet they will, but one thing I think they should consider is the way they come about it. Maybe making the raids seem more in-world instead of just a different plane of existence like in Sword and Shield. 46. Bring back Horde battles. Oh my god. Why did I sound so country there? Anyway, I like Horde battles. 47. I want Slowking since we see him on this sign right here. 48. I think resorts around the region would be really cool as gyms or serve a function for battling people from different regions. Like if they had Pokemon not available anywhere else in the game but could give you an egg if you defeated them or something, that'd be pretty cool. 49. More opportunity for spooky lore or creepy Pokedex entries is always fun. Hidden corners of the world where weird stuff happens is my jam. And 50, as for the last thing, what should the last thing be? I hope it's fun for the new generation of Pokemon fans, and yet brings enough of a challenge and change for older ones to enjoy. Have a good morning, afternoon, or night, trainers, and keep training!